We've seen them twice already, as well as St. Mary's of Stockton, California. Both those teams we have called 2 games each, and wow, they are just impressive.
And they have nearly been equally impressive. Some of the best teams that we've seen, and we're coming off of that Archbishop Mini win, and the winner of this game will go on to take Archbishop Mini in our final matchup of the tournament tomorrow at 3:30. We talked about this earlier, just off camera, but whoever it's going to be, that could potentially be the best game tomorrow. That shows how good both Riverdale Baptist and St. Mary's Stockton are.
Yeah, absolutely. This is really, really going to be a good game. And we're really excited to bring it to you. And throughout the game, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, beauty tips, whatever you got, send them our way. Tweet at us. He's at Drew, DREWJANDRE. And I'm Tyler Bailey, at TYLERPALEY. Opening tip goes to Riverdale Baptist, and we're underway here. Lauren Ebo down low. Shakira Austin off the glass, gets her own board and is fouled on the way back up. Looks like Nina Young will be assessed the foul. We'll confirm that when the officials go over to the scores table.
Well, it's going to be interesting for St. Mary's Stockton because in most of their games they've actually been the bigger team led by Akira DaCosta down low, and even the strength of Nina Young, who also makes her money outside as well. But tough task today against Riverdale Baptist, who brings in 6'6", talented Shakira Austin, along with 6'4" Lauren Ebo. Both of them the starting lineup.
DaCosta the rebound, but it's picked off. Good play that time by Martino. In trouble. Dished off. Shakira Austin, one dribble, up and in. Good pass that time from Yanni Headley. Nina Young, a triple. Back rim. Rebound goes to Headley. And that one's taken away. DaCosta, but again taken away. Good play by Honesty Scott Grayson, the future Baylor Bear. So Scott Grayson will inbound to Headley. Nearly a minute gone by in this eventful first quarter already. Martino. Top. Headley, a triple. A little bit off that time. The rebound, though, to Shakira Austin. And a putback gives her 4. And it's picked off. Martino adds a deuce. It's like they're tarantulas out there with arms and legs everywhere. This one's a foul, and Nina Young will shoot a pair.
But without a doubt, this Riverdale Baptist team is the longest team that we've seen, though. Good analogy there, because that's just a good way to put it. We haven't even mentioned, honestly, Scott Grayson and her 6-foot-plus wingspan, and just a very talented player. So this is going to be a tough task for St. Mary's Stockton, who has pretty easily taken care of business in both of their games so far. And a very good scoring team. They've scored 90 points twice. Yesterday, they nearly got there. They were in the 80s.
Scott Grayson to Ebo. 8-2. Jada Moss. Johnson. A triple from Moss, you best believe it. Or excuse me, that's Nicole Young. Nevertheless, a triple makes this one a 3-point game. Headley, jumper, off front, trickles out back, it's going the other way. Might be Austin on the foul, it is. Second team foul, the first for her. So now just 6:01 remain. 8-5 our score, favoring Riverdale Baptist. Loose ball, picked up, Martino. Off, rebound, Moss. Now Akira DaCosta the other way. Stops, pulls up, Way off. Rebound, Nina Young, though. And taken by Martino. Another fast break here. Martino, this time it works.
Well, that's what this 2-2-1 press does for Riverdale Baptist. It sets up turnovers, and they're happy playing a transition game.
Nina Young in trouble. Gets it off. Moss thought about it. Instead drives. Down low to Costa. Lost it. Nina Young, an open three. Back rim. DaCosta probably jumped a second early. And it'll stay with St. Mary's Stockton. Drew, what an amazing first 3 minutes or so. It's just been back and forth, fast-paced. I mean, I guess exactly what you'd expect from these two teams.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to see the rest of this game, too. So really no surprise. It's going to be high-scoring. Same time, good defense will be played, but high-scoring simply because of how good of offensive players both of these teams are.
Johnson to Young. Young, good move, up and in. Friendly hop, 3-point ball game. Headley gets it up. Shakira Austin, a quick pass. Now down low. Jumper goes off the side of the backboard. That one from Jayla James. Young. Johnson, a three. Off. Rebound James. And thrown out of bounds to Kayla Ivey, but it'll go over to St. Mary's. Nearing the midway point of this opening frame. It's a 3-point game that Riverdale Baptist has led throughout. Foul is called off ball. Looks like it might be Shakira Austin. Nope. It'll be against Jayla James, her first.
Yeah, and our password is Collins, so you can,
So Nicole Young will inbound.
I think delay isn't the referee who's telling
I don't have
Nina Young to tuck in her shirt. Maybe it wasn't tucked in all the way.
I think now they're having every single player to get their jerseys. Inbound, Johnson can't get it to fall. Rebound though goes to DaCosta. Nina Young tries again, doesn't work. And a foul under the rim, and it's going to go against Jayla James. That's her second in less than 30 seconds, Drew.
That's tough, because she is a real good piece for them off the bench. Sixth man of this team, if you will.
Long outlet, Nina Young gets there. Tossed over to Nicole Young. Johnson. A triple. Nicole Young can't hit. DaCosta follows up and hits. 1-point game. Now the Crusaders in trouble. Austin dishes. Not where she intended. It didn't work. Now up. Kayla Ivey tries to get in on it. Can't. Johnson. Nina Young. Nicole Young on the wing. A three. Off. Rebound. Out of bounds. It's going the other way.
That was close. I think that was the right call, though.
Honesty Scott Grayson. Yanni Headley. Kayla Ivey has it go off her fingertips. So St. Mary's ball. 3:07 to play in the first. Tom Gonsalves calling a play. Goes out of bounds and will stay with the Rams. So Drew, it's interesting because there hasn't been one standout player necessarily from either team. It's the wealth has been spread, if you will, early on. Do you look at this game as being just that, or do you see a couple players emerging as the superstars?
Well, there are going to be a few. However, firstly, the St. Mary Stockton team is very well balanced on their attack. I mean, you could point out a few of their great players, including DaCosta there, is turned over, but, Nita Young, DaCosta, Jada Moss. But very balanced, though. It's even hard to pick one of those of that group who's the best. Other side, Riverdale Baptist. Obviously, Scott Grayson is going to Baylor, probably their best player, their leader. They look to her to score towards the end of the game. But then you have other players like Shakira Austin, Elizabeth Martino, even Lauren Ebo, who just make an incredible impact. So, a long way of answering your question, as DaCosta hits the bucket and the foul, is that this is going to be very balanced.
So DaCosta will try to add one. 2:18 to go. Lauren Ebo checks in for Shakira Austin. And Drew, we noticed yesterday, sometimes head coach Mike Bozeman would send both Ebo and Austin out there at the same time, and what a pair that was.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's what they did in the starting lineup today. It's tough to deal with, and I think this could be a good game for them to use that. What impresses me the most, actually, is they still run their 2-2-1 full-court defense with both of those players in, so it shows that they still can move, too.
Inbound in favor of the Lady Crusaders, picked up by Johnson. Fed to Moss. Couple of crossovers, pickpocketed. Honesty Scott Grayson. Kayla Ivey does the rest. And one!
Wow, I didn't hear that whistle at first. Well done for Ivy.
Wow. So Kayla Ivey will get a chance at a three-point play. Meanwhile, the second foul called on Nina Young.
Well, that's pretty big here just in the first quarter. Can't afford to lose Young.
She converts 3 points on that play. Just over 2 minutes to go in the opening frame. The score is 13-11 in favor of Riverdale Baptist.
I'm even surprised Tom Gonsalves is deciding to keep Nina Young in this game with 2 fouls with still 2 minutes to go in the first.
Elizabeth Martino charged with the foul. That's her first. Meanwhile, a 6th team foul in this opening frame for the Lady Crusaders. Johnson starts with it. Blunt, charging in, loses it, gets it back herself. Blocked away. How about Lauren Ebo saying no thank you?
Wow, what a defensive possession for Lauren Ebo. That is impressive.
Blunt dishes to Moss. Moss in trouble, doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it up to Nina Young, who takes control. Under 90 ticks to play. Nina Young. Couple of crossovers, but can't control her own pass. It's a turnover with 1:20 to go, and Riverdale Baptist has a chance to increase its lead.
This is going to be a fun game. You can already tell.
Martino. Good pass, down low. A dish out, and it looks like a 3-second violation. So it's against Lauren Ebo. And with 1 minute and 11 seconds now to play in the first, looks like a timeout will be called by Tom Gonsalves. So we will step aside for a few short seconds on Flow Hoops. This game, Tom Gonsalves and the St. Mary's Rams will look to tie or take the lead. Johnson can't do it. It's out of bounds, staying with the Rams. So 1 minute to play in this opening quarter that has seen a decent amount of offense, Drew, but pretty balanced.
Very balanced and good defense to answer these high-powered offenses. That's why it's not incredibly high-scoring.
Nicole Young working on Martino, dishes to Jada Moss. Akira DaCosta up top. Sidestepping Lauren Ebo, tries to get around her, too much. Ebo to Ivy with 30 seconds to play. A long pass. Martino has options. Dishes. Honesty Scott Grayson. Hard drive. Johnson down low. Taken by Ivy with 15 to play. Double teamed and a timeout called. Mike Bozeman.
What's going to be so fun about this game, and what already is well, who's going to be that player that really steps up for either side? Because, as I mentioned earlier, there's a handful from both teams who, at one time or another, you could argue are the team's best players. So, at this point in the game, we know it's going to be close, but who in the second half is going to be that player that steps up and really leads the way for their squad and eventually leads the way to victory? You know, I'm sure Tom Gonsalves has a couple like ideas as to maybe who that could be on St. Mary's Stockton. Same goes for Mike Bozeman with Riverdale Baptist. It will be very fun to watch.
Ebo. Now Nicole Young comes away with it. Time fading, and it doesn't go. 15-11 is our score after 8 minutes. Leading by just 4 after 8 minutes of play with my friend and partner Drew Andre. My name is Tyler Paley. Again, a true honor to be with you tonight as Honesty Scott Grayson looks to add 2. Not this time. The rebound still loose. Comes away. Austin, how about it?
She's having a good game already. And that length on the glass, hopeful for offensive boards. But she's a really good finisher. And you'll see now, too, she's a great free throw shooter.
3-point play for Shakira Austin. She has just been phenomenal. The 6'6" senior. She has made an impact in, well, I count all 3 games this tournament. Nina Young to Blunt. Now Akira DaCosta. Up to Johnson. Nina Young, far wing, you betcha. Nina Young. Scott Grayson to Headley. Headley calls out a play. How about a 3 from Martino? Nope, not this time, and DaCosta will take it the other way. Johnson to Nina Young. The drive, the dish. No finish though. And it's tipped, taken by St. Mary's. A 3 from Johnson rattles in and out. Back the other way. Honesty Scott Grayson. Charge.
Oh, wow. Good job of sacrificing your body there. For St. Mary's Stockton, well done.
Do you agree with that call?
I think that was the right call there. However, it was close, but I'm okay with that.
Johnson.
Also, 17th foul for Riverdale Baptist.
Still 6:45 to play in this second quarter. DaCosta, the dish out. The move on in. Yes. Blunt. Honesty Scott Grayson, Yanni Headley starting things up. Dish out was to Martino, but one of the Rams got a fingertip on it, deflected out. 6:21 to play. Shakira Austin nearly always makes those, and it's a charge against Ebo.
Yeah, I think Evo just got an elbow to the face there. Unfortunately, she was a lot taller than the defender, so basically when she just moved, went right into the face. However, you can't not call that.
Certainly not intentional on that one, but nevertheless, Ebo picks up her second. A spinning blunt, can't get it to go. The rebound doesn't go either. Third time, and Akira DaCosta will go to the line for 2. In this 18-16 game, she has a chance to tie it.
She's looking to have a game similar to yesterday, where I believe she scored over 20 points in their victory. It was all over the place, and she's good for the free throw line, a great scorer down low, and she just makes such a difference for this Rams squad.
One of 2 goes DaCosta. Now Martino. Ivy, a tray. In and out. Now a loose ball that Shakira Austin gets, but dishes to the wrong team. Nina Young wanted a foul, didn't get it. Tom Gonsalves wanted one too. And a blocking foul is called. So Yanni Headley will head to the line. $5:42 remaining in this half that has seen a lot of offense.
Well, I really don't think it could be any more evenly balanced than this. So let's see. There's some boos from the crowd. Are they changing who the foul was on?
Yeah, they ended up issuing the foul to Nicole Young. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but nevertheless, 2017 our score. Nina Young, near side. Good ball movement on the perimeter. Nicole Young, far to near. Nina, a triple. Off. Rebound, DaCosta.
Great follow-up there. That can't happen, though, with Riverdale Baptist. They need to get a body on DaCosta. She is so active down low. Great follow-up.
Ivy to Austin, now Headley. Ivy. Headley tries, dishing it to Martino. Probably not the best move by Martino there to reach for it. She was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, no, that was interesting there.
$20-19 now, 4:45 to go. Austin tried to swat it. DaCosta comes down, goes back up, and converts.
Incredible. You know, I mentioned earlier, well, who's going to be the one to step up? Right now, at least, looks like it's Akira DaCosta for St. Mary's.
Martino thought for a second about it, instead goes to the rim, can't make it. Full head of steam goes Nicole Young. The dish, Moss. Out to Nina, tries again. Rebound, Moss. Smart court awareness that time. Dish it all the way out. And now Nicole Young can reset midway through this quarter.
Yeah, Nina Young's missed a couple of threes, however, they've all been good looks, so keep on shooting it.
Looks like that was called a jump ball. It might have been a foul, but it looks like the officials said no, it was all ball, therefore it favors St. Mary's. Johnson. And Austin tipped it away. Ivy comes away with it. Jada Moss. And somebody committed a foul in some way. It looks like it'll go against the Lady Crusaders. Kayla Ivy picks up her second.
Well, and costly too, because this just means 2 free throws.
Jada Moss hits the first. Coming out of the game will be Nicole Young, as Blunt makes her way back in. Looking to make this a 3-point game now in favor of St. Mary's. She does. Still 4 minutes or so remaining in this opening half. The dish. Ivy. Headley, strong pass. Austin steps back. It rolls off. The drive, Martino.
Wow, real nice from Martino. I like that. Just take it yourself. Good move to the basket and beautiful little finger roll there.
And Nina Young walked.
So a chance to take the lead back here for Riverdale Baptist, and all they have to do is first break this press, which is a lot easier said than done, but it's quick passes that could potentially do it. They're looking at this 2-2-1 full court press.
Taken away, Jada Moss. Can't finish the rebound to Blunt. How about DaCosta? No, and finally a foul is called. So Akira DaCosta will get a chance for a couple. It was Tania Green committed the foul.
And they could have called the foul originally, but I think when Blunt went off, they didn't. And then once DaCosta was able to grab a couple offensive rebounds, you knew the whistle was bound to come.
DaCosta makes the first. Martino comes off in exchange. I'm not quite sure who came on. Did you see? I believe it was Serenity Williams. First time we're seeing her. Green, yes. Johnson will start things up. Mike Bozeman calling on his defense. Big time stop it would be. Johnson takes a long three.
Wow, how about Johnson? Incredible.
Unbelievable. Now Serenity Williams, a little smack pass that time to Tania Green. It's taken. What do we have? Jump ball, and the possession is going to Riverdale Baptist. So Serenity Williams will exit. Coming back in is Martino. Ivy. Austin. Back to Ivy. She lines it up. Can't hit. Tried to get her own rebound, but coming down with it was Johnson. 2 minutes to play. First half of what has been a remarkable contest. DaCosta drives up. Yes!
Wow, how about that? Well, at top of the key, DaCosta, it looked like she wanted to go against Austin there, which is an interesting decision, and she doesn't. That was impressive.
Headley tried. Instead, it was tipped away. And now it's taken back. Ivy, the dish. Austin rejected.
And good no call. That is a clean block.
How about Blunt getting back? on defense. And what a play. That's an SC top 10.
Blood got up high for that one.
Nevertheless, Crusaders ball.
How
90 ticks to go.
How often do you think Shakira Austin gets blocked?
Oh, wow. That's insane. Now Austin, the dish out. Headley comes in with it. A little floater. Doesn't get it to go. The rebound to St. Mary's. Running the court. Johnson. A little bit short. Her own rebound didn't go. DaCosta can't. Another try. And finally a foul is called.
Well, I'm a little confused here actually why a traveling wasn't called on Johnson. Because she got her own rebound and she airballed it. So, I mean, unless maybe it was tipped, which I didn't see it, but anyway, DaCosta to the free throw line.
DaCosta looking to extend the lead. Not this time. .108 to play in the second. 1 of 2 goes to Costa. Shakira Austin will sit. Jayla James will enter again. She had a couple fouls early. We haven't seen her in some time. Headley will start things up. Just over 60 seconds to play in this opening half, which has seen quite a bit of offense. Headley, Martino inside. James, that's why they need her on the floor, Drew.
Yeah, smart decision to bring her back with under a minute.
Akira DaCosta right back.
Not with that quick answer.
Headley, now Ivy. Down low, Green. Back and forth we go. Johnson with 23 seconds on the game clock. Nita Young with some speed, doesn't hit. DaCosta, and taken by Headley. 12 seconds to play. Headley, strong pass. This one, and one! Martino gets it to go, and this game can be within 1.
Yeah, that is huge. Very important, and really, I don't think anyone's surprised by this necessarily. Riverdale Baptist, such a good team, and you see it right there in transition. Great pass leads to an even better finish. See if she can complete the three-point play.
She can. 32-31. St. Mary's can have the final shot. Johnson. Floater. No. So St. Mary's and Tom Gonsalves take a 1-point lead into the locker room at halftime. It's 32-31. This one, the closest one we've seen all day. Stay with us. We have 16 more minutes of basketball coming your way in about 10. This absolute barn burner. Johnson buries a triple to start this one. Headley inside. Akira DaCosta says no.
They're bringing the intensity to start this half.
Pass out. Nina Young. How about 2 threes in a row to start a half?
Wow.
St. Mary's.
Incredible, and we know they have that ability. This is a scoring team. Oh, Mike Bozeman not happy on the sideline for Riverdale
Stolen away
Baptist.
by Johnson. Honesty Scott Grayson commits the foul. A smart one there.
Well, and however, though, they called it a breakaway foul, so this means 2 free throws and the ball back.
And the third foul for Honesty Scott Grayson.
Costly. Very costly there. I mean, I don't think she knew that it was going to be a breakaway foul call. However, with 2 fouls, I think she needs to be careful. You can't lose the best player on the floor for him.
Johnson already missed the first. Makes the second. So we're not even a minute into this one, and St. Mary's on a 7-0 run to begin this third quarter. Cole Young will take a seat. Jada Moss will come back in. Or excuse me, Nicole Young will inbound. Johnson. Moss. And a jump ball here. It's going to go to Riverdale Baptist. Yanni Headley will start things up. 1 minute has elapsed here in the third. St. Mary's out of the gate strong. Jayla James. Unfriendly roll. And Shakira Austin's got to be careful slamming that ball on the court through.
Yeah, you really do. And I know they're frustrated right now because obviously not the start that they imagine, but you have to be careful. And that's also the third foul on Shakira Austin.
Yeah. Johnson. A little too much. DaCosta is blocked by Austin, but Nicole Young comes away. Now Nina back to Nicole. Nina, a tray off DaCosta. No. Now Yanni Headley is trapped. Throws it out to Jayla James. Long pass. Austin couldn't get a hold of it. And Nicole
Austin,
Young.
be careful.
They go crashing to the ground. Nicole Young, and now a little bit of aggression comes out.
Ooh, I think Nicole Young tried to throw a punch there. She should be ejected from this game.
Absolutely.
She definitely threw a punch. Now, I don't think there was much contact actually on the punch, but I mean, the referees have to talk about this. Nicole Young should be ejected. Now, but here's the thing, though. I don't think it's deserving of this because I don't think Shakira Austin actually did anything. But if they decide to go a double technical, add another foul on for Shakira Austin.
Yeah.
So yeah, the referees think smart that they take a second to talk this over. Now, I don't know if they had the angle we did. But you have to imagine someone saw that happen, though.
So they are doing double technicals here.
That's a mistake if it's only a double technical.
Yeah, Drew, I agree with you. I definitely think that, look, it was a hard crash to the ground, no doubt, but Nicole Young actually threw a punch there.
Yeah, this can't just even out like that. And I think that's the conversation Mike Bozeman's having with the referees now. One of them had to have seen that.
Now the referee talking to...
Because essentially this just offsets it now, like nothing
Sure.
really happened, which typically I'm okay with that with double technicals because it's just, all right, both sides getting into it, but that was a more extreme level from Young.
Absolutely. Nevertheless, Young remains out on the floor, ironically enough, and Austin takes a seat because she has 4 fouls.
Now
Mike
of course,
Bozeman's unhappy.
we haven't heard the words that were said down there, so maybe that is deserving of it, but I mean, you have to feel like Shakira Austin gets the short end of the stick there, and she sits with 4.
So Nicole Young will inbound following that. Wow, 39-31 if you've forgotten our score. Not even 2 minutes have elapsed in this third quarter. DaCosta. Honesty Scott Grayson. Moving in. Wanted the foul, won't get it. But a good pickup, and it's out of bounds. The lead is 10 for St. Mary's. Hard drive. Johnson! Now Honesty Scott Grayson the other way. And a foul is on the ground.
There's a lot of contact there. Scott Grayson drove to the hoop. Well, I think that probably should have been an original shooting foul on Scott Grayson, but to foul on the sideline, but also the third foul for Nina Young.
Lauren Ebo, an elbow to the face, and that's going to be it. Yep. That one could be seen from a mile away.
It also sold a bit by Nina Young, I think. With the second time, though, we've seen that happen with Evo. And they're, all of a sudden, they're in some serious foul trouble. I mean, that is now Shakira Austin with 4, Lauren Evo with 3, and honestly, Scott Grayson has 3 as well.
And I will say this, Mike Bozeman better be careful. I know he's speaking with the officials, but he could get teed up. Nina Young tries a tray off the mark. DaCosta, one-handed grab, but not for long. Honesty Scott Grayson has it tipped away, but it will stay with the Lady Crusaders. Blunt comes back in and replacement for Nicole Young. Martino steps back. That's a 3. Big one that time.
Very well done by Martino. Pretty quiet offensively the last couple of days, but she's looked really good on the offensive end today.
Johnson. Down low, Blunt. Now out to Jada Moss before being thrown back to Johnson. Spin move. DaCosta and a jump ball. Right call that time as Green got her hands on it, and she's rewarded as the jump ball favors the Crusaders. Dish inside, Green is fouled. Looks like Blunt will be called. And Green will get a chance at a pair. Another deep team. You know, Drew, we talked last game about how Archbishop Mitty is such an amazingly deep team Sue Phillips has built. But another incredibly deep team, really two, but more specifically, Riverville Baptist just has so many point scorers, so many defenders.
Yeah, what they're able to bring off the bench, I mean, with both James and Green, I mean, these are big-time players that can't come off your bench.
A triple there, St. Mary's. The lead is 10. Dish inside, strong move. Green couldn't finish. Ebo gets the foul. She really wanted to convert on that. Meanwhile, the third foul called on Blunt.
Important at this point in the game that Riverdale Baptist makes their free throws. They can't leave anything left out there, trailing by 10.
1 of 2 goes Ebo. 9-point ball game in Gilbert, halfway through this third frame. Akira DaCosta gives to Nicole Young. In the paint, dishes out. Blunt, too short. Gets her on board, dishes out. Extra pass, now Nina Young. And now it's slowed down by Johnson. Blunt. Nina Young. Head fake. Good ball movement here. Blunt turning around, blocked. Lauren Ebo, and a foul is called. It looks like it'll go against Ebo.
She may set the record for most offensive fouls. All of them have been because of that elbow. I don't know if I've ever seen it happen 3 times. Especially 3 times when none of them were intentional. Sometimes you see people throw an elbow like that, but you know, all of those are just honest fouls, and that's her 4th. She'll sit down.
Wow. That's big. So Jayla James comes back in the stead of Ebo. And It'll go the other way.
I've always felt weird about that call because, say, we'll use, I guess, really all three of those fouls from Ebo as an example. None of them were her actually going into the fender. There was someone in her space, and that's where it gets tricky because it's just tough for a ref not to call that when someone gets smacked across the face. But if you're actually in that area of them, it's technically not a foul. Now, if you're moving out and throwing that elbow, then yes. But it's tough to tell.
3 minutes remain in the third. Nicole Young. Foul's called on Headley. It's her first. It's the team's sixth, though. One more, and they're in the bonus. We're not even out of the third. Nicole Young creates some distance. Passes it along to Johnson. Nina Young. Hard drive. And Blonde, second chance, no. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Akira DaCosta is one beast.
Fabulous. Just doing a great job on the glass. She's owning position nearly every time.
The offensive foul is called against Martino.
Already the 7th team foul. Still over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, and we're in the bonus.
Timeout Rams. They lead by 11 with 2:22 to go in the third. We'll step aside for one moment. 2:22 to go in the third. It's Tom Gonsalves and St. Mary Stockton leading by 11. Akira DaCosta. Blunt. Spin move. Dish. Oh. Rebound goes to Kayla Ivy. Tries to get past two. Gets it off. Now trapped. And a timeout is called by Mike Bozeman. An animated Mike Bozeman, I should say. Just 30 seconds, Drew. It's interesting to me because we're in the third quarter, but it almost feels like we're in the fourth. But St. Mary's is putting the pressure on a team that they're beating by double digits. I'm not saying I don't like it. I find it very interesting.
Yeah, well, the point of that is just stick with what you've been doing the whole time. What worked for them? That press worked really well. It helps them play their style of basketball too, because it's important to continue to play your brand of basketball. Once you get off of that, that's when you can fall into trouble. So keep that press up, and this is exciting, and that intensity, because you can tell these teams don't like each other. They're working hard, going against each other, and it's going to be fun to watch as we come down the stretch.
Green, get dish to James. Extra pass to Ivy. In some trouble. Gets it to Martino. Back to Ivy. A tread. Off the mark. The rebound. Ripped away from James in the hands of Johnson. Now DaCosta. Misses the rebound. She gets it.
Did honestly Scott Grayson, excuse me. Did you get a piece of that?
She might have.
She got up to the rim nearly.
Picked off. Who else? DaCosta off the mark though. Eating on long three. Rebound. No. Oh boy, St. Mary's just getting all sorts of rebounds. Now Martino, a fast break. Slows things down with under 60 seconds to go. And the timeout is called again by Mike Bozeman here in the third. He has two left.
Yeah, he is not happy about what his team's doing right now. They have to do a better job on the glass to prevent those offensive boards. They're not getting the body on them. But what is part of the reason? Well, you're losing both Shakira Austin and Lauren Evo because of those 4 fouls.
The timeout turns into a full one. We'll step aside for just a few seconds on Flow Hoops. The lead has turned into 13 with under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Drew Andre, Daddy Longlegs. My name is Tyler Paley. 50 seconds to go as Riverdale Baptist looks to close a widening gap. The dish. Good look to Jayla James, but she loses it. St. Mary's holds on to it. Blunt. Strong move. Blunt up. Waved off. And a travel is called. So Blunt comes out. Jada Moss goes to the bench. Or excuse me, goes out on the floor, I should say. Still a 13-point game. Kayla Ivey. Green down low. James, good move. Couldn't execute. Rebound to Costa, but she has it taken away. Honesty Scott Grayson can't finish the job. And Jada Moss will slow things down. So with 7 seconds to play, Johnson holds for one more shot for St. Mary's. The dish out. A three from Young. Yes!
Wow. That's a big answer right there. And, ending out the quarter, Riverdale Baptist thought, all right, let's try to score one here instead. They don't, and it's a three on the other end. Nice shot.
Riverdale Baptist will need one heck of a comeback. Can they do it? They'll have 8 minutes to when we come back on Flow Hoops. Of this one, in a game that has turned into a 16-point differential between the leader, St. Mary's, and the trailer, the Crusaders of Riverdale Baptist. Kayla Ivey, long pass up to Headley. That'll do it. Good start for the Crusaders.
Well, let's make it clear, this game is not over yet. And sometimes it would be with this big of a deficit, but Riverdale Baptist can really score. Also, now there's no fear. They're bringing back in Shakira Austin, even with 4 fouls. I think that's the right decision.
Johnson answers right back with a deuce of her own. Strong move by Martino. Austin. No. A tray. Johnson. Off the mark, out of bounds. It goes the Lady Crusaders' way.
How about the guard play today, though, by St. Mary's Stockton? I mean, Nicole Young, Nina Young. It has been impressive what we've seen. Johnson knocked down a few.
Jada Moss.
Yeah, but it has been incredible. I guess equally good down low, though, with Akira DaCosta. So, really, they've been doing it all.
Headley, good pass inside. Austin. Foul. Looks like Nina Young picks up her 4th. That's important, Drew.
Yeah, no, that is very big now. I think with the lead, if you're Mike Gonsalves, it's worth maybe putting her on the bench for a minute or two, probably 2, but he's going to keep her in there. I'm only saying that because with a lead, well, you can afford to sit her for a couple minutes and just make sure you have her at the end.
This is the second. Headley, a dish to Austin again. Pass is deflected out off of the hand of Akira DaCosta, so we'll stay with the Crusaders. 15-point differential, 55-40, with Drew Andre on Tyler Paley. This one picked off by Johnson. Back the other way we go, and Ivy tries the dish, it works. Austin has to kick it out though. Martino somehow comes down with it. Blocked again. DaCosta had the better of Austin.
It may have been better off Martino just took it out by herself.
Nina Young. And the foul is called. Looks like the 3rd foul for Kayla Ivey. Nicole Young will sit. Jada Moss will come back in. So 1-on-1 situation, and Nina Young makes the first. Crusaders really need to play defense, Drew, in order to have any chance in this one. Nearly 2 minutes gone by in this 4th already.
And stops are going to be important. Let's see their offense get going a little bit too.
Headley. Martino tries a three. She's way off. Ivy dishes out from the foul line. A little too much, but another chance. Austin, no. How about one more? Maybe one more. And finally, she's fouled. By my count, 4 chances. Would have been 5 if the foul weren't called.
Yeah, I think that one was just on the ground. No, so it will go as a shooting free throw. She'll get 2 opportunities here. Now, down the stretch, what I want to see, Tyler, from Riverdale Baptist, get the ball in the hands of, honestly, Scott Grayson, because we haven't seen enough of that in this game. She's been a little quiet. But when you need to come back, anytime they've been in trouble the last 2 days, when did they close the door? Well, it's when RC Scott Grayson said, all right, I'm going to take over here, drive to the basket, maybe hit a jumper. So see if maybe she can make something happen.
Free throw missed. All the way, Nicole Young. Now Moss, back to Young. Foul is called on Headley.
Well, and all those fouls in the third quarter coming back to bite Riverdale Baptist. Next foul will be double bonus.
Off the mark, and it looked like Blum had it, but she stepped out of bounds. Kayla Ivy will try a three. That's off. Gets her own board. And a foul.
Good job of following the rebound there. That's why it's always good when you shoot a three. Not many people do it, but just to follow it up right there, and good things happen.
Blunt, her 4th. They're going to have to sit her eventually. Dom Gonsalves. Ivy makes the first. Two of 2 goes Ivy. Ebo comes in for her. Keep in mind, Lauren Ebo already has a quadruplet of fouls. And somehow St. Mary's gets it. Wow.
Couple bodies diving on the floor. Ends up in the DaCosta wide open layup.
Martino took a contested shot that time. Didn't pay off. Lucky for her, it stays with her Crusaders.
Interesting there is that Ivy comes right back in and Ebo takes a seat, only in for 1 possession.
Shakira Austin, strong move. Full court press. Nina Young, up the floor. Moss, DaCosta. And a blocking foul is called. Kayla Ivy was definitely a mismatch there as Akira DaCosta hit the ground hard, and she's not gotten up yet. Good to see her get up with a little help from Nina Young and Jada Moss.
That's why I would have kept Ebo in the game, because that's just the back end of that press. So if they break it, like they've actually done a pretty good job of, it's not DaCosta going up against a guard. It's DaCosta going up against a player even bigger than she is. Yes, risky with 4 fouls, but otherwise this will happen.
So DaCosta will shoot a pair. Two for 2 goes to Costa. Under 5 to play. 16-point game. From the foul line, it's waved off. Foul away from the ball. So again, some more free throws, and Drew, I feel like we're in for a bunch of free throws for the next 5 or so minutes.
Oh, yeah, it could come down to who can make their free throws. It has been physical, but the refs are calling most.
This one there, Musty Scott Grayson. Johnson. Nicole Young. Good dish. Moss is rejected by Scott Grayson. Martino. Easy lay-in. Smart play that time by Nina Young. Just let her have it. And a foul is called against Martino. Or excuse me, that'll go against Yanni Headley.
Oh, that's tough for Headley. She's had to move her feet a little bit more, because once you are riding them on the side and they get pushed out a bit, then you get in trouble. If she just cuts off that sideline, all of a sudden, that turns into maybe a charge or just Nicole Young being trapped because you had Austin on the other side.
First one for Young goes in. Credit this Riverdale Baptist team. They're probably not going to walk out of this gym tonight victorious. But boy, do they have depth and talent. Will they be really, really good and even more experienced heading back to Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Jayla James and Yanni Headley going back and forth before James gets back into the corner. Headley. She didn't see the defender.
Well, just to put it in perspective, if this ends up being a St. Mary's Stockton win, Riverdale Baptist, ranked by ESPN, is the number 6 team in the nation.
Yeah, they're that good. Just shows you how strong St. Mary's is. Foul's called against Jayla James, so a couple more free throws coming. Third foul for Jayla James. Well, the scoreboard will have the difference at 18. But let me tell you something, if you're just tuning in, this was a far closer game than that, right, Drew?
Yes, no, completely. And it's actually hard to believe even at this point that it is that big of a lead for St. Mary's Stockton, but St. Mary's just never took a break. They kept their foot down the entire game, and you don't see that very often out of high school teams. I mean, they showed today how disciplined they are, and hey, maybe going into this game, I would have thought that St. Mary's Stockton wouldn't have a chance when they take on Archbishop Mini tomorrow, but I've changed my mind on that. It's going to be a great game.
Yeah, that one really features two such strong teams, and I genuinely don't know who will win that one. So that'll be a fun one to watch. That's our conclusion, not only of tomorrow, but of the entire tournament. As we will sign off after that game. It's not over yet, Drew, but this has just been a really fun week.
It has. A lot of good basketball to be played, and as the week's gone on, obviously, as we move on further in the winners bracket, all of today's semifinal games, just the competition gets better, and we see some incredible athletes who, a lot of them will be moving on to either the next level to play basketball or just go to college in general. So very exciting to see.
Johnson, but how about DeCosta on the putback? The lead is 20. Inside, Austin is fouled. Costa picks one up. It's her second. Still 1-1. Honestly, Scott Grayson will sit down, presumably for the remainder of this one. We'll see if she comes back in at any point.
Yeah, if that is the case, that's the sign that head coach Mike Bozeman has called it a game for his Crusaders.
Lane violation gives, or excuse me, the 1-1 gives Austin another chance, but first a timeout called. We'll step aside. This one pretty much going St. Mary's way. Champions, and we're excited to continue to bring you those that are played here on court number 1 at Mesquite in Gilbert. It's been all St. Mary's as of late. Akira DaCosta, now Nina Young. Keep in mind, early on in this game, this is the last time that the Crusaders of Riverdale Baptist led.
Seems like a long time ago now.
Does. Hard drive by Johnson. Now kicked out. Nicole Young. Nina killing some time. Challenged by Martino. Little dish. DaCosta finishes the job.
Wow.
69 points.
Anytime it's dished off to her, it's almost a guarantee that she's finishing it off.
Floater by Martino won't go. Ebo on the follow. Mike Bozeman wants to draw something up here.
But Riverdale Baptist,
All right, I just stopped
they can go
recording.
ahead and win their third place game.